Hey, what is up guys, Jed here and welcome back to my channel. Intermittent fasting versus small, frequent meals. Which is better? Well, let's find out. But before we get into all that, go ahead and do me a favor by giving this video a like, and without further ado, let's get right into it. Alright, so which between the two is better? Intermittent fasting or small, frequent meals? Well, in my personal opinion, I believe that intermittent fasting is way better. But I don't want to just leave you with that because I also think that small, frequent meals is good too. As a matter of fact, in some cases, even better than intermittent fasting. So you might be saying now, oh, okay, so which one do I choose? Well, if you are a beginner, I would say intermittent fasting. And there's a couple of reasons why. One, because meals aren't that frequent. And I know that might be an intimidating thing to think about, especially if you are a beginner. But you know, eating frequently isn't always a good thing, especially for people that are new to intermittent fasting or weight loss. So you have the restriction of food there with intermittent fasting. But you do also have some restriction with small, frequent meals. But the difference is they're more frequent. Maybe not as large of a meal, but they're more frequent. And that can be a good and a bad thing. The reason it's good is because, you know, for obvious reasons, they're small meals. But then it can be bad because it depends on the type of frequency that we're talking about. Are we having small meals every hour, every couple hours? So it really depends. But if we go by hour, that's really not a good thing because calories can accumulate, therefore putting you in a surplus, therefore making you someone who can't lose weight. But then you also have intermittent fasting, which for a lot of beginners apparently causes a lot of people to feel like they're starving. And I don't blame them, you know, these are people who are new, obviously. And the reason for their hunger is, you know, not being consistent with their meal timing, meaning they always eat their meals at different times. So why would I lean you more towards intermittent fasting? Well, like I said, it's easier, in my opinion, when it comes to restricting calories. It doesn't really require you to do that much. Matter of fact, it's not even asking you to change your diet. All it's asking you is just to start eating at this time and stop eating at this time. That's it. Nothing else. Whereas with small frequent meals, well, it's most likely going to be something where you actually have to prepare all those small frequent meals. And if you're someone who's lazy, that's definitely going to be something that you are going to have to get used to, which you don't have to do with intermittent fasting, you know, because with IF, really it's just don't eat too much, kind of eat the same thing, but not too much of that same thing, and then move on with your day. So really to say which one is better, I think they're both good. But if you're asking me personally, I still think that intermittent fasting is better for a lot of different reasons. But at the end of the day, it really depends on the person and their preferences. So it depends. But again, if I had to compare the two and which one I think is better, intermittent fasting is the way to go. Anyway, that's all I gotta say about that. If you guys are interested in learning more about weight loss and intermittent fasting, be sure to check out my last video where I talk about intermittent fasting without a caloric deficit and if it works. And as always guys, if you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already and tap that notification bell so that you never miss out on any future videos. Also, don't forget to give this video a like and comment down below letting me know. What do you guys like better? Intermittent fasting or small frequent meals? And with that said, I will see you guys next time.